They called him the Unknown Man of Somerton, a man who appeared from nowhere, died silently on an Australian beach, and left behind one of the most baffling mysteries of the 20th century. His story begins on the morning of December 1st, 1948, when a couple strolling along Somerton Beach in Adelaide noticed what looked like a man resting against a seawall. His legs were stretched out, his back slightly propped up. His appearance was peaceful, but when they approached him more closely, they realized something was terribly wrong. The man was dead. Police arrived quickly, and what they found marked the beginning of a mystery that would outlive everyone involved. The man wore a neatly pressed suit, polished shoes, and a tie arranged with perfect precision. But there was something strange. Every label, every manufacturer's tag, every piece of identifying cloth had been meticulously cut out of his clothing. Whoever this man was, he or someone else, had gone to great effort to erase his identity. There were no signs of struggle, no marks of violence, no wallet, no identification, and no clear cause of death. The coroner would later say he believed the man had been poisoned with a rare and nearly undetectable toxin, one that left no trace in the bloodstream. The mystery deepened the next day when police searched the area and found nothing. But a new clue arrived in an unexpected place: the Adelaide railway station. A brown suitcase, checked into the cloakroom the day before the man's body was found, was discovered to contain items that likely belonged to him. The suitcase held clothing that had also been stripped of labels: a shaving brush, a screwdriver, a table knife sharpened into a crude tool, and a spool of bright orange thread. That exact type of thread had been used to repair the dead man's clothing. It was a small detail, but it was the only connection between the man and the suitcase. Still, the suitcase provided no name, no identity, no origin. The police were back where they began. And then came the clue that turned a puzzling death into a global enigma. During a second inspection of the man's clothing, an investigator found a tiny, tightly rolled piece of paper hidden deep inside a small inner pocket of the man's trousers, a pocket so well hidden that officers had missed it the first time. The paper was torn from a book and contained just 2 words, written in delicate Persian script: Tamam Shud, meaning, "It is finished." The phrase came from the final page of a book, the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, a philosophical work centered on fate, life, and the end of things. The discovery triggered a nationwide search for the copy of the book from which the page had been torn. A few weeks later, a man walked into the police station holding a copy of the Rubaiyat he claimed he had found tossed into the back seat of his car. Police examined the book and there it was, the torn page that matched perfectly with the slip found in the dead man's pocket. But that wasn't the only discovery. On the inside cover of the book were several lines of handwritten letters arranged in what appeared to be a code. 5 lines in total, some crossed out, some repeated, none forming any known language. Experts from the Australian Navy, British intelligence, and cryptographers who had cracked wartime codes all attempted to decipher the writing. Not one of them succeeded. The code remains unbroken to this day. And beneath the strange cipher, a phone number. The number belonged to a woman named Jessica, a nurse who lived only a short distance from Somerton Beach. When police interviewed her, she denied knowing the man, but witnesses later stated she reacted with visible shock when shown his photograph. Some even claimed she nearly fainted. Rumors began to form. Some believed the man was a spying agent, involved in secret operations during the early tensions of the Cold War. Others believed Jessica and the man had once shared a relationship. A few suggested that the code inside the book might have been part of a covert communication system. But the truth never surfaced. The man was buried under the name the Unknown Man, and his identity remained locked behind questions no one could answer. Even modern forensic attempts decades later only deepened the mystery, hinting at a European ancestry, but unable to confirm who he really was. Today, visitors still come to the cemetery, drawn by the unanswered questions. Who was the Somerton Man? Why was he carrying a message that said it is finished? What was the meaning behind the coded letters? And why did someone try so hard to erase his past? The case remains unsolved. A life with no name, a death with no explanation, and a message that has echoed across 70 years to Tamam Shud. It is finished. Or perhaps, with so many questions still unanswered, it has only just begun. What do you think happened? Let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to see true historical mystery stories or true horror stories, follow us. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next one.